Hey guys, welcome back. 8:30 at night. I decided to go pick up an arcade game today. This is the biggest cabinet I've ever seen in person, and probably one of the biggest ones you'll ever see. I'm just intrigued by this old stuff. This is from 1970. It's pretty much all mechanical for the most part. It's not really, there's no circuit boards or anything like that that I know of. I don't think that really started until 71, I think it is. This is made by Bally. It is enormous. Let's take a look at it. And the lady said she plugged it in, which I wish people wouldn't plug stuff in. And she just said some of the lights came on. But I'd rather people not plug it in. I didn't see it. We didn't plug it in when I was there. But look at this, guys. Look at the size of this cabinet. Target 0. Okay, this thing is no joke. That's every bit of 4 feet wide right here, maybe even wider. Okay, and it's 6 foot tall, about 34 inches wide. It is enormous. I do not have keys for it. Nobody's been in it because there are no keys for it. So I'm kind of hoping maybe I'll get lucky and open this, drill out that front lock, and who knows, maybe there'll be a key in there or something. I do see a quarter here that must have jiggled out. So I wonder if somebody stuck a quarter in there to see if it would do anything. Looks like there's another quarter in there too. Let's drill out this front lock and open the front and see if, because there's locks all over this thing, and I don't know, you know, if I don't have a key, I'm gonna have to drill out every single lock, which sucks. But I'm going to show you how the mechanism and everything inside is supposed to work. Hey, look, 2 quarters popped out. 75 cents I just saved. Ooh, there's another one in there too. See it? Trying to just drill it slowly because I don't know what's behind it. And I don't have a screwdriver over here, so I guess I'll just keep drilling. Ugh. Jesus. These old blocks are always hard to drill. I don't get it. Wheels on the cabinet, so it wants to roll. Got it. I gotta get it open. Nothing to grab onto. Jesus. It's the first time this has been opened in God knows how long. So basically it's like a pinball machine from the late 60s, early 70s. we'll get in here and look. And also, one of the coolest things about one of these games, you can tell whoever had this was never in it because there's quarters in here, guys. Look at that. We got quarters. It's a possibility this thing might work. So one of the cool things about this game is what they did back in the day was, because this game was so big and the screen was so tall, they put in a step stool for kids. So the operator could take the step stool out and then the kids could stand on it. It's screwed in. It's never been out of the machine. There's a screw here and a screw there. But it's just a wooden step stool that was painted blue to match the game. We'll leave it in there for now. But here is pretty much all the mechanisms of it. So it's basically going to be a lot. It actually looks really clean. And there actually is a little circuit board right there. Look at that. It's a sound board right there. But yeah, this is a lot like a pinball. So now, is there a key hanging in here for the rest of the cabinet? Probably not, which sucks. I don't see anything. See anything? I don't want to go drilling more until I look. Here's the hook for the key. It's not there. That sucks. Well, we can drill this side lock so I can actually show you the inside. We'll plug it in once I get it opened up. So this side here is a big door. Okay. And in here is a huge belt. It's like a belt. It's like a screen that spins around. And that's what displays the image. We'll count the quarters too when we're done. I'll stick these ones back in the box just to see how much is in here. Probably $5, $10. Let's drill out this side lock. I was really hoping I'd find a key. Still looking. Just double checking. Nothing pisses me off more than when I drill out a lock and then end up finding a freaking key in the bottom of the cabinet somewhere. If there is one, it's going to be so far back there, I'm never going to find it. Kind of really crammed for room in here. Well, let's drill this guy out. There's another lock up here, which I think is to open the marquee. That was easy. Okay. So here's what I'm talking about. So if you look here, you see these? Those are your ship that you fly around. There is a mirror up here that pivots back and forth. And that gives the illusion of flying right to left. There's another plane over there. All right. Now this right here, I researched this stuff, and these are always missing, okay? They're actually just pieces of foam on this belt in here. All right, so these are just pieces of foam in here, and they paint the outer edge of it with glow-in-the-dark paint. Well, what happens is the foam falls off over time, so chances are we're gonna have to probably pop off all that foam, put new foam on this belt. I call it a belt. It should have I think it has a zipper here. No, it's sewn. But so you have a motor here that drives your mirror. You have motor here that drives your conveyor belt, I guess we'll call it. And then you have black light, black light, black light. And that lights up this. This is black light reflective. And down here, I think it says, darn it, I forget what it says. It says something here that lights up when the game's over. But it doesn't say game's over. I think maybe mission complete. Everything's plugged in. Everything is here. I mean, so basically, what I was thinking is if I keep this game, I'm going to put it in my back shop when I finish it. Because obviously, there's no freaking way I'm taking this down the basement steps. Could I? Yeah. I don't think I want this down there. It is huge. Well, let's plug it in and see if we have any sort of life. She said that some of these gauges lit up. I got to get an extension cord. I'm hoping with this style game that it's just a lot of connection cleaning and stuff like that. But it looks really clean. Now, I don't know if there's an on-off switch or what. Oh, we plugged in, I heard a click. Okay, mission complete. That's what it says at the bottom. We have all 3 black lights lit up. So those are all on. And I hear an audio hum. Let's turn off this spotlight up here. Okay, we see what this looks like in here. So yeah, you see how this is all lighting up now? You see how these are glowing? That's all black light paint. And when you look through the mirror and everything, it makes it look like a three dimensional image. Even the buildings, even though that they're made out of foam, it still makes it look like a 3-dimensional image through the screen here, which is very hard to see. But if you look, see how it looks like the conveyor belt is going this way, but it's not, it's going this way. But when you look through here, it's going that way. And you see that ship over there in the corner? See how it's going that way? It's giving the illusion that it's flying over top of that. So now we could try coining it up. No shit, it actually spins. Look at this, guys, it's actually moving. Let's see if the steering works. It wants to work. Look at that. The mirror is moving. No way. Does it actually work? No shit, dude. I think this thing works, guys. Can you see how this is tilting and turning? See that? I don't know how you aim or any of this crap. Got it. This freaking game works, guys. Too far. So let's see here. There's a target coming up here on the left. Game over. I can't believe this thing works. Up here is not lighting up. And then what happens is your score lights up behind each one as it goes. So we have all these gauges on this side lighting up. And these are partially lighting up too. Not as bright as those ones. Let's try crediting it again. Got a fire button here. So let's see if we can missed. There's one coming straight ahead. Darn it. Well, at least I suck at it. Let's go this way. I'll have to turn the lights off. I don't think I'm hitting anything. No, I'm too far ahead of it. My timing is off. That's probably something you really got to get used to. Too late. See where I hit in the water. Yeah, it's not leaving a score up here. I cannot believe this freaking thing works, guys. 1970. What is the likelihood that it works? You know what I mean? How crazy is that? This bulb's messed up here. But the lady didn't know if it worked or not. I don't know. I'm wondering if like the bill acceptor wasn't accepting bills. I got a bracket here. Let me see if I can turn the lights off in here, and maybe we can see if we can actually hit a target. I was not planning for this thing to work. So that's just a bonus. Obviously it's gonna need cleaned and stuff like that. This is not a project I'm doing anytime soon. Those lights are blinking over there. I wonder if you can see it through the side door if I leave the side door open. You can see how everything's lit up in there. Let me try to play a game and see if you can see it. And then we can try to look through the front glass. It's dirty. But let me start a game and see what it does. Oh, with the light off, there's a target. Crosshairs. Okay. Still a little bit late. Got one. Too late. Can't tell if I'm hitting anything because it's not registering up top. Okay, I don't know what you saw there, but we can try to look through the glass here. And then I want to see about this marquee. Or if I should shut the shop overhead door a little bit. It's just so damn dark in there. See nothing in there. This is extremely hard to see, guys. Very hard to see for you guys. So there's crosshairs in there, which you guys can't see. I can tell I blew that up. Too late. I don't know what you guys can see or not. There's a target right here. There's the city coming up on the left, which we can fix all that stuff. Let's turn the lights on and take a look at some of this stuff. All right, so these lights on the dash are flashing on and off on the left side. The right side's not really lit up. So that just a connection or what? Who knows? Maybe this thing didn't work, and then the 2-hour drive home, maybe it jiggled something. Oh. I don't know why I like these old games like this. I just think it's just so cool of what they were able to accomplish with, you know, black lights and just tricking stuff to make it look like you're really doing it. looks like there's a ballast or a starter that runs these dash lights, I think. And I think that's what's wrong, is the starter is loose or needs a new one. I wonder if what starters those are. I can get one. I got some in the basement. All right, we'll have to see. What else do I want to check? So this whole cart comes out. Okay, you can roll this whole thing out and work on it. All that rolls right out of the cabinet. I could literally stand in this thing with no problem whatsoever. Oh, I want to look at the marquee. I'm looking down there to see if there's any key laying anywhere, which I don't see anything. Let's drill the marquee or lock out and see what's going on with that. I don't know if that's what it does, but hey, the light came on. From wiggling it around, the marquee light turned on. Look at that. So now the marquee light works. So I'm going to try to video right here, looking through that mirror, and see if you guys can get any sort of a... I wish you guys can see this better. Let's see what the camera looks like. You can see the ship and everything. You might be able to see it a little bit. Keep in mind, it's at the top of the screen right here. Uh-oh. Something happened. Quit working again. I think I pressed my luck. The sounds like the coin counter's stuck. God, is it humid out here. So it looks like we have a coin counter or something is stuck. It says credit. Okay, I push that. Let's try to credit it again. Why isn't it's just not working now? Huh. I honestly haven't touched anything other than those starters for the lights. So what would make it just quit? This was making noise. Probably just dirty connections. You got this guy right here. Now it works. That's what was sticking. Which, that's not a big deal. That's all cleanable stuff. Okay, so the score did light up. It does say 20 up there. See, basically, you got to get a view of it through the mirror. That's the only really way to see this thing properly. You know what? Maybe I lower the tripod. Sorry, I'm probably making you guys all sick. But this is extremely hard to try to video. How do I tilt this thing back? Can I tilt it back? I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. Sweating my butt off. This humidity sucks. Let me turn it on and see what it does. Yeah, you can't see it. I'm gonna bring you up front one more time. Let me set it up here front one more time. And now I'm gonna run in the house and grab a couple of these starters if I have them. I'm gonna look at it first, see what the Okay, you can see where it says mission complete. That's missing some bulbs. That must be burned out. Okay, see that right there? That's the cross hatches for your shooting. You'd have to see it in person. It's pretty much impossible to video this. That thing's sticking down there a little bit. Definitely must have a bad contact. You bump it and then it works. So, yeah, you see how my cross hatches moving? You gotta shoot right about here. Missed, I think. I wonder if I can get those real bright ones on the right here. No, now it won't let me go that far. That gave me 15. Too late. Why'd that miss? Part of the marquee lights out as well. Too late, I think. Maybe not. All right. Well, it's about 90% working. I'm gonna take out one of those starters and see what it is. God, is it hot. FS2, I have these. I'm gonna go grab 2 of them and see if these dash lights turn on. All right, I grabbed a couple starters. See if it makes a difference. That one's flashing on and off, which that to me makes it seem like it's the starter. So there must be a fluorescent bulb behind those. Now I gotta see if I can, there's one. That's this side. Come on, light up. You can do it. It wants to. They just keep flashing. That sucks. Both sides keep flashing. Wonder why they won't stay on. Wonder if the bulbs behind it are just messed up. I wonder if I can even find bulbs for that. I have no clue what it would even be. Trying. Dripping sweat. God. Well, they want to work, but I wonder what happens when you start a game. That's sticking right here. Oh. Yeah, they still flicker. So yeah, we got some work. I don't know how the marquee opens up. Oh yeah, it's got one light bulb working. There's just different style light bulbs everywhere. They are all blown out. I'll need a crap ton of them. Let's make sure like a different socket works, because we know this one bulb works. Yep, so it's just the bulbs. So I unlatched something, but I don't know what it's supposed to do. I wish I knew. Oh, there's a lock on that side too. What number bulbs are these? Can't see. I'll have to figure it out. I can't read the writing on them. But let's count the quarters, guys. We have a working game that needs cosmetic work. That's all there is to it, which is awesome. This can all be cleaned. So let me turn it off. Let's see how many quarters we got. God, is it hot. I paid $250 for this game, which I think is a little bit high. I was going to offer $200, but she has other games that I want. So I didn't want to lowball her or offer her less than what she was asking. So I just bought it for $250, and I thought in my head, hopefully there's a ton of games still in the basement. It is jam-packed with games and everything else, pinball. There's a pinball that I want and 2 other arcade games I'm going to try to get once they get them out of the basement. So that's why I didn't try lowballing them. There's probably $5 in here. $1. No, maybe more than that. 2, 3. That was actually quite a bit. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, $11. So I paid $239 for this game. Let me know what you guys think. Is it worth it? I'm hoping to get the other games. Like I said, I told her to let me know when she gets them out. She wants to plug them in, which I told her probably really shouldn't plug them in. And she's insisting on plugging them in to see if they work so she can make more money, which is fine. Her husband passed away. So I told her to make sure when they bring them upstairs, they open the back door, make sure nothing's sitting on the circuit boards or anything like that. Like there's no cord laying on something or, you know, wires touching somewhere. I said, just double check everything before you plug it in. Because if you have a quarter or something laying on a circuit board, you're going to blow something up. You're going to do more damage than it's worth. You know what I mean? So we'll see what happens. I'm going to bend that straight. I'm going to fix this. There, that's my restoration video for tonight. Fixed the coin box. All right, guys, well, that's going to end this video. Tomorrow, we're probably going to do a 2-video day. We're going to work on Paddle Battle, and we're going to work on Spy Hunter. I would like to get all the components back in Spy Hunter and get it ready to fire up and see what's going on with it and what we need to do to get it finished up. So thanks for watching, guys. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night.